It's week 9 of the 2024 season. And coming up, we'll see the workhorse Jonathan Taylor. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Colts and the Titans, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start, but I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. How big is that? Out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes
the Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, Very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball is thrown.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's got room. 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2nd and 11. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Escaping and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. He's going up top for Taylor.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. able to get away. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw here. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And that season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
He's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try to find some people open downfield.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Rodgers to return it. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Colts to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, there are blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Second and 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. An inside give to Jones. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
He'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Titans are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This offense so far. Point they could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
On the return, it's Rodgers.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And some space here. The 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Gay is on for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper. Into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll get this one complete there to Pittman.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Running left is Dillon.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw.
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run again with Dillon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw here.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
They'll look to throw.
Going across the field, he finds Phillips.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Colts taking the field again, running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
134 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Titans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, ah.
I don't understand in this game, like, you're supposed to be able to, like, kind of control the ball with the stick, like, if you want to throw it, like, you know, like, kind of like what I was trying to do is throw it, like, up and to the left, so it kind of, like, almost like teardrop over his head. No. Just throws it right to the fucking defender, like, literally right to him. So, I don't know. They desperately need to fix some stuff in this game. There's too many interceptions in it.
And his coaching staff will be emphatic about it.
Like I said, you're supposed to be able to.
Second year, as you noted,
you're supposed to be able to, like,
job training, so
control the pass. And every time I go to control it, or sometimes I go to control it, and it'll just do whatever it wants. I honestly feel like this game controls the games with turnovers, and it's just fucking annoying.
Beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync. And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the... But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Quick slant caught by Pierce. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line.
Come on.
Up the middle, Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Again, it's Jones. About 3 yards there to the 27.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. And that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
A throw left side taken in by Komet. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 2nd and 2. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding Pierce on the crossing route. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Back to throw again. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. The quick slant caught. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Tennessee offense set to go again. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, throw for Pittman is intercepted.
Picked off by Kenny Moore.
He's got room at the 30.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They gotta walk that walk, man.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Running up the middle, here's Dillon.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of 1st. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today.
And here's Rodgers on the return.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the Jaguars who are out in front. Trevor Lawrence, 4 touchdown passes. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium, and they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. 2 touchdown passes there for Jimmy Garoppolo. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Sterling Shepard, a touchdown reception. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's been no contest in terms of the rushing yards. You see a much, much brighter picture there. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in this second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Dillon, they try the left side with him. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Rodgers on the return. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive,
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Indy. 54 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them at...
And he takes it in for a Colts score.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Colts are pouring it on.
So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
He'll get this one to Pittman. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On third down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They'll run the jet sweep here with Pierce.
He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Colts. From 8 yards out.
And the Colts get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Titans set and ready to go on offense.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
They run once more with Dillon, and he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Tennessee. That's taken on the 25.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
145 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
to throw now on first down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Running left, Taylor.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving and keep grinding clock.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He'll drop to throw.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from the 20. And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Oh, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. When you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, they've been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Colts pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Boy, 192 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
2nd and 5. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The Colts on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big... The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out come the Titans now.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll look to throw here. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Dillon, 48 yards.
And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route, worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? But a lot of offenses say touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 30-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. Here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again to Jones. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A give to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Flushed out right. And out of bounds right around the 20. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And inside give to Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And they take a knee. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. And the Titans getting set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over. And they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That was caught downfield. It's Hooper. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They'll look to throw again. And he'll just get rid of it.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
He'll check it down, complete to Dillon. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Colts,
They continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
and they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.